Welcome to Flavourful Eats. Today I have Shobha Katani visiting all the way from DC these days to help me make a tomato chutney and a gluten-free rice flour roti.
Yes.
What do you call it?
Yes, rice roti.
Rice roti. Alright, so that you started off and the stove is already on.
So we will be making tomato chutney now. So I will do the seasoning first.
So we're having oil. With oil, we're going to be putting some cumin seeds, some chopped up garlic, half a teaspoon cumin seeds,
No, quarter
teaspoon,
one clove of
one
garlic.
clove of garlic, a sprig of curry leaves, and a very little bit of cilantro, and like quarter onion.
Yes.
Very little
And
onion.
one tomato.
And one medium-sized tomato.
Yeah. So first we'll put the
And
garlic.
salt.
Salt we will add in the end. But first let's do the seasoning. Seasoning will be garlic.
First is adding the garlic.
The garlic needs to roast to give the good aroma.
Yes, absolutely. But if you roast it too much, it causes bitterness too.
Yeah, it should not burn.
Yes, not burn. You put the curry leaves in too?
I'm just keeping it aside. First
Okay.
let the garlic little bit as it becomes brownish.
Right.
Then I will bring the curry leaves in. I'm just keeping it.
Do you like to have put roasted cumin or you?
It's a regular cumin.
Yes, so you're putting it in the hot oil.
Yeah. After garlic, we will just add all these three things. So,
It's the cumin seeds,
cumin seeds and the curry leaves.
and then you're adding in the onion
Yeah, no onion I will do in the end.
and the end. Okay. Oh, so you roast that and have it aside, and then you put your roasted tomatoes in
Yeah,
there.
then I am going to roast
The
the
tomatoes.
tomato. I put little bit oil on this because pan is already oily. I'm going to cover this.
Yes, you may have the lid anytime.
Thank you. Yeah, it will cook faster when I
Yes, that's true.
covered.
Mm-hmm.
So while this is cooking, I can put the onion and salt, everything, keep it ready.
Mm-hmm.
This one is very quick dish, and you can eat with chapati also, or put it on the bread.
Yes, you can eat it any which way you want to eat it, right? It's just a condiment.
With rice also.
Yes, you can use it as a condiment.
Yeah.
You could use it with rice. You could use it with chapati. You could use it with regular bread if you want to make a, put it on the bread and put some cheese and put it in the oven. That would be great too.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using the salt. Put salt as your choice.
To taste.
Yeah, just to taste. So some people like less, some people don't want salt at all.
That is true.
And you can add pink salt, white salt, kosher salt, any salt you can add, just for a.
Or no salt, if that's your
no
dietary
salt.
need.
Yeah.
The smell in this kitchen is amazing. So you're grilling the tomatoes.
Yeah, and this is so refreshing actually, no? It's so light and refreshing.
Yes. Perfect for summer too.
Mm.
Very much so perfect for summer.
Sure, yeah. And I'm using the avocado oil.
Avocado oil,
But you
yes.
can use any vegetable oil.
But we try to do heat-resistant oil. You cannot use extra virgin olive oil and think it's going to work well
Yes,
for
so
you.
canola oil you can use.
I would stay away from canola unless it is organic.
Really.
Rapeseed really gets a good wrapping.
Oh, okay.
So any oil that can withstand heat, that's what we use.
But generally I use refined olive oil or avocado oil for my
Yes.
daily use cooking. So nowadays I am deep frying also refined olive oil.
Oh, I did not realize you can deep fry olive oil.
Yeah, refined.
I use grapeseed oil.
For the deep fry?
If I have to deep fry, I use grapeseed oil.
Oh, okay. It's little bit cooked. Then we will remove the skin.
So,
Skin is coming out.
so she's doing like a roasting of the skin tomato, and once that skin looks like it's ready to come out, she helps move the skin,
Yeah.
which should happen any second now, right?
Yes, in a second. You can use red onion also. I prefer red. So it's up to you.
Yes,
Some
the
people
purple
prefer-
onion, that'll be really great
Yeah,
too.
red onion, right?
Well, sometimes it's purple, sometimes it's red.
Oh, purple onion, okay.
Wow, that's so easy, huh?
Yeah. And this is just a 1 tomato.
Yes, it's
So
just 1 tomato.
yeah, it's good for 1 person.
Yes, today Shobha is making a meal for 1 person, right?
Yes, this one is sufficient for 1 person to eat with the roti or rice or.
For a very nice,
Or you can just eat plain as a snack.
refreshing
It's so refreshing,
breakfast.
yeah. So we don't have to cook anymore.
Okay.
Yes, because it's already cooked. Just remain on the hot surface.
Oh, your lycopene would love you here. It's just right to absorb all the nutrients in your body.
Yeah,
I was just
Yeah,
thinking
I
if you maybe
feel-
add a little bit more powerhouse of nutrients in cooking it.
that is always like, no, you can add anything. But for mine, I prefer this many ingredients. Just
Okay, so that's done.
just mix it up.
I'll help you there. The hard job is done, so I can do the easy job.
So
Yeah,
all
tomato
these
is done. For this demonstration, Shobha is using her hands and a little bit of oil to press the gluten-free roti on what we call a tawa, but you could use a non-stick or even a stainless steel one. Any pan. You don't have to have this particular griddle. Any kind of griddle will work. And because the dough is thick, it's not so hot, so she could use her fingers. Correct?
Yes, you can use the fingers, or then later on we can press with this.
Once it's a little bit cooked and you turn it around, then it'll be easier to use a wooden gadget.
Yes, wooden gadget.
Anything that's flat could be used. I actually, or my grandmother used to use a little cloth with some oil or ghee and use that and press it around. Because we come from apartheid South Africa and we did what we did with whatever we could find.
Yeah, this does take a little bit oil to make it
It takes a little bit oil
to
and
make it crispier, and because it has the raw potatoes, so it needs to cook for a little longer time.
yes, the raw potatoes need to be cooked well, because nothing will be worse than breaking into that and finding that the potatoes are still not cooked.
We will be eating with the tomato chutney that is already done. You can eat this with yogurt, or you can make it raita with cucumber raita.
A cucumber
Like
and
a grated-
yogurt salad. When you grate the cucumber, and you could,
Grated cucumber and the yogurt.
to the yogurt you can add some ground cumin and some salt, right?
Yes,
And some cilantro.
Yes, and you can add some chaat masala to make it raita, or just have with the plain yogurt.
Yes, you don't necessarily need to put chaat masala or cumin powder. You could just make it plain. So that's the whole
And you
process.
have to flip very carefully, first time especially, otherwise it will break.
That's true, because it's rice flour and it's crispy. It can break very easily.
Yeah, but if it breaks, that also is okay if we are eating at home.
So
But
with
it
1.5.
looks nice if it comes out full.
That's true.
So we have to be like gentle when we are flipping.
So with this, for today's recipe is 1.5 cups of rice flour, 1/2 cup of tomatoes grated, 1/4 cup of onion, 1 green chilli,
Some cilantro.
cilantro, and salt to taste.
Yes.
That is the complete recipe, am I right?
Yes.
And then we added 2 ounces of water, and we found out that 2 ounces may be a little bit too much. So we would suggest you add 1 ounce at a time. Or maybe after 1 ounce, maybe a teaspoon at a time, till you get preferably a rollable dough. But in the case when the dough is not rollable, you can do exactly what Shobha did today. She made it pliable in her hand and pressed it flat on this griddle by itself. And she left it to cook a little bit, then turned it around and using a flat gadget to press on it. And like I said, my grandmother used to use a cloth with some oil on it and press on it, because we made do with what we had. So you can make do what you want. The little spatula that Dolly has in her hand, she can actually use that to flatten, as you see she's doing right now.
The spatula has to be flat.
Yes, that's a flat spatula right there.
Easy to lift.
And also to press on. You don't have to have the wooden gadget. It looks like it's all ready to go.
Yeah, it's just almost done. 5 more minutes.
So each one takes about 5 minutes to cook, you think, or a little less?
No, I think it takes 5+ minutes.
5+ minutes, okay.
Because it has to be...
Like you said, the potato needs to be cooked. What happens if you put cooked potatoes there already?
You can do that, but I prefer raw. It gives the little crunchiness.
So what if you do grated instead of cubed?
Yeah, you can do that grated.
Grated carrot potatoes.
Grated potatoes.
So you use a very small potato, right? It must be like a quarter cup.
Very thin.
Yes, so you use like quarter cup.
Yes, it was quarter cup.
How do you know it's ready?
How do I know it's ready? Yeah, it looks. No, you can see. You can see it's uncooked. You see, this one looks quite cooked.
It looks very cooked.
Yeah, so I can just turn it off because this thing is
induction stove.
Induction is quite hot.
Right.
So it can cook few more minutes on this.
You mean the tawa is quite hot, the griddle?
Yeah.
The griddle is warm, so the heat of the griddle, you continue to cook it. You switch the stove off. One has to have patience to do all of this.
Yes, right. This one is a lot of patience somebody needs.
Yes.
But this is one advantage is you don't need anything else with this. You can eat this with tomato chutney.
Or you can eat it on its own because it's already got the tomato.
It's like very flavorful, so you can just eat plain.
You can add like a snack as you would do any savory snack.
And you can add Amul butter on top of that or regular butter. That's
melted butter.
Very tasty.
Oh, if you want to be healthy, don't worry about any oil or butter.
Yeah, just put Amul butter, it will melt away when it's hot.
That's your favorite butter to eat?
Yeah, Amul butter, salted because it's salted, so it's more flavorful. So yeah, we are
I like the Plugera one or one of those, the European butters.
Yeah, so we are almost done.
You see, it's done.
Yeah, it's done. And here it is.
There you go. Shobha has done a nice presentation. We are now done with our meal. And I will join her while she tries and takes a little bite of her yummy snack.
Breakfast.
Breakfast,
or
snack, 3 o'clock tea.
Yeah, it's like
anytime when the child is hungry, he comes up running, Mama, I need something.
Yeah.
And all you have is a little bit of rice flour.
Yeah.
Just put the spices, whatever you have. Don't have to be this combination, anything you have.
That's right.
Right.
So,
and you must realize a half a cup of tomato we added was already liquid.
That's right.
The onion we added can also give some liquid.
Some water.
When you add a little bit of salt, the salt will bring out the liquid also.
Yeah, so just main thing is just gently put water. It will not make it wet, very wet. Otherwise, you have to keep adding rice flour, and it will be too many.
So, from which region of India will you say this is?
This one I can say North India.
North India.
Generally, this is actually Sindhi food.
Sindhi food.
Yeah.
So this is your native.
Yes.
Okay. This is something you all will eat at any time.
Sindhi food, and this tomato chutney is it can go in any region.
That is true.
This is very common thing, but this one is a Sindhi dish.
Okay, well.
You can make this rice flour roti plain with no masalas, only salt, or you can make this with the masala.
Okay, so you can make this just rice flour and water.
Yeah, salt
and pepper. Or you can add the little ingredients to add a little bit more flavor.
Yes.
Because we are flavorful eats, we always do that, right?
Yes.
And Shobha, thank you so much for joining me.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Love having you around. Yeah. And from our Flavourful kitchen to you, please do give these dishes a try. Again, it's gluten-free. You don't have to add as much oil. The actual dough had no oil. It was just the cooking process. You didn't want it to stick, so you used a bit. But I think it may be able to be done without it. But yes, from our very great kitchen and from this delicious meal, from Shobha Tatani, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I am your host, Hamsha Naidu. Thank you for watching. As always, it's always available on ActonTV YouTube channel. And enjoy till we meet again. Take care. Bye.
Bye.